Hey guys, today we're drawing the life of a very peculiar monster. She's known as the cartoon girl YoYo. She's one of the rarest monsters who had two phases of transformation into becoming a monster. YoYo is the only monster who became worse over time. Her monster self has all the possibilities of becoming more devilish in the future. This is what makes YoYo the most unpredictable and dangerous monster. YoYo, the devil cartoon girl, looks like a deformed version of a little girl. She's a humanoid monster. Her body is black in color. She wears a dress which ends just below her knees. The dress is white in color, but torn and dirty. We can see flowers on her dress, which are worn out, but has stayed through. She has white, long, sharp nails on her toes. She wears a pair of worn-out socks. The cartoon girl's hands are overgrown, and they touch the ground. She has long fingers with sharp nails on them. The cartoon girl has the face of a bear, a round bear face with bare ears. The eyes are dark, round, and hollow. She has two sets of sharp and crooked teeth. The body also looks rounded and hairy like a bear. The YoYo girl is around 8 feet tall and more than 40 pounds in weight. From far away, you might think this is a little girl, but you'll see the danger once you get closer. So, who is this cartoon girl? What's her story? Where did she come from? Is she an alien? I know there are a lot of questions. The interesting fact is that YoYo girl was a human once. She was the daughter of a couple who lived in Texas. She was this cute little girl who was just like any other child. Her parents were always busy in work, and YoYo was left at home alone many times. When she was 6 years old, she started going out to neighborhood parks so that she can play with other kids. However, they didn't like her, so she was always avoided from their games. Little YoYo was hurt and sad by this behavior. She didn't have anyone to console her at home as well. YoYo became more and more depressed as she spent more time in her room alone. YoYo's parents were too busy to notice what's happening with their child. To pass her time, YoYo started drawing pictures. Her favorite drawing she made was a bear face. She started carrying around this image everywhere she went. YoYo felt like this bear is her only friend. One day she was sitting in her room with her problematic thoughts. YoYo felt really aggressive and angry. She lost her senses. She took her bear face and used it as a mask on her face. YoYo stormed out of her room to the playground where all those kids who rejected her were playing. They were playing without her. The sight of them being happy and the fact that she's unhappy because of them drove her crazy. She took out a knife from inside her dress and started stabbing the kids. They all got scared and started running in different directions. However, YoYo chased each one of them and murdered. All of those kids were killed mercilessly. After that incident, she disappeared from that place. This incident was a shock for the neighbors and for YoYo's parents. They never knew that she was going through such a tough time in her mind. No one saw her again. Police did extensive searches for her, but all in vain. Then what happened? The disappeared girl came back as a monster. But that was not the cartoon girl yo-yo devil version we know. This was a different version. In fact, this version was a lighter version of the cartoon girl monster. In this version, she was still a human, but with some extraordinary powers. She was wearing the same long white dress which she wore during the murders. Her face had a bear mask. The dress had yellow flowers. She was wearing socks and shoes. The bear mask has a smile on it. So, anyone who looks at her will think that she's a little girl playing with a bear mask. Interestingly, her hands were always hidden inside the dress. It's said that the girl was guilty for killing the kids, so she was hiding her hands. This cartoon girl version used to kill kids using her knife. We can see that she's totally human. However, she'd turned into a psychopath. There was no sane human mind left inside her. She could kill any kid who came in front of her. The cartoon girl appeared in the evenings when kids will be playing outside, and she'll kill as many kids as possible. Surprisingly, she was super fast and could run away from the scene in seconds. Nobody could get hold of her. This continued for many years, and gradually the number of occurrences reduced. She was not seen anywhere for almost 2 years. By then, a lot of kids were killed by Yo-Yo, and she never took the dead bodies with her. That means she never consumed humans. No one had any idea how she survived without food and shelter. After all, she was a little girl. She was never seen eating or sleeping. At the end of 2 years, one fine day, another incident happened. Some kids were attacked during a festival. But this time, people were shocked to see that the cartoon Yo-Yo girl is not the small psycho girl anymore. She'd become a monster. A real life-taking monster. Tall, black, and having a real bear face. The cartoon girl had turned into this humanoid monster who's ready to do anything. She can kill kids and parents. In fact, all humans are under threat now. The Yo-Yo girl lures kids by showing them chocolates. So the kids will move away from their parents and go to lonely places with her, and then they'll be killed. Yo-Yo also attacks adults. Such attacks normally happen in highways. Yo-Yo will randomly stop the vehicles on the highways. Then Yo-Yo will extend her hand for a handshake. If you get scared and try to run away, then you'll be chased down and killed. However, if you stay calm and give a handshake back, you're safe. The Yo-Yo girl will leave you safely. This is super weird, but true. The cartoon girl became a monster primarily because she was ignored by all around her. So the handshake is a symbolic way of extending your regards to her, and she takes it literally as attention from your side. So she lets you go. This technique was discovered after many people tried different ways to escape, and finally one dared to shake hands with her. However, kids are not safe, and we have to find a way to get rid of this scary monster as soon as possible.